I've said it before. I think that drafting Collin Murray-Boyles at number 12 is going to be like renting an Airbnb in O Block and then wondering why shit goes wrong. I really think that, right? Now, if you're drafting more like 18th, 16th, something like that, makes a little bit more sense. If you're already a team that's a winning team and you need to add a defensive specialist, it makes a lot more sense. But for what the Bulls need, as much as we've talked about defense, at the center position, you need more than just that. And, and you can get more than just that. And Collin Murray-Boyles is probably going to end up being a center at the NBA level. I don't think he's going to end up being a power. Well, he could end up being a power forward, but if he ends up being a power forward, you're going to have to commit to playing a very specific type of offense in the half court, unless he's just not part really of your offensive game plan. Maybe he just lives off cutting to the basket, things like that. But even then, he's not necessarily quick enough. He doesn't have the hops enough. He doesn't have the athleticism to really do that. So you're looking at Collin Murray-Boyles as basically what he brings defensively. That is the thing that you're looking for, and that's the thing that if you're looking for him as a prospect, that's the thing that you're focused on first, is what can he bring defensively for you first. I do think there's some teams that absolutely make some sense for Collin Murray-Boyles. Make no mistake about it, right? But he's not going to be an offensive player. He's just not going to be that really right away. That combination of height, the wingspan, all that is going to be a little bit struggle for him. But it's not a terrible player. He does have a presence in the post. He is a tank down there as well. He has solid off-ball defense, on-ball defense, all those things. And it's just going to come down to there are not a lot of players in the NBA with his physical profile, his skill set, the inability to really stretch the floor. And I know people make the Draymond Green comparisons, but then again, like I said, Draymond Green also had positional concerns. The thing with Draymond is that he is such a unique player that he went to a team with a very unique roster makeup with two of the greatest shooters of all time and a head coach that understood his exact way of working with that. And let's keep in mind that Draymond Green came from David Lee and hamstring injuries, and then he ended up working himself out and taking over that, right? So I do think it's going to be an upward climb for Collin Murray-Boyles if he's an overall successful player in the NBA. But I think that he's going to end up being a defensive specialist, and that's fine. I want to be clear. There is an absolute role for that in the NBA where you need that. But at number 12, with some of the other prospects that have more offensive upside,